everyone, welcome back to my channel, and half my head's cut off. First of all, it's really chilly out. Thank you, God. You know me. If you know me, you don't know me, but some of you do. I love, love, love cold weather. My favorite is about 35 to 50 degrees. Anything below 35 then, not so good. But anyway, I got to go as fast as I can. I have to do a fall wreath because it's an order. The lady that ordered the Christmas one called me right away, like this morning, and said, can you make me a fall too? Well, we all need money. Times are tough these days. I mean, I'm sure everyone is struggling. And so when I can make some money, I have to get on it. And I haven't even started the Christmas wreaths for the bazaar coming on the 6th. And I don't know if I'm going to get it really. If I'm lucky, I'll get one done. So I want to run this, before we move to the table, I want to run this past you. I did take Charlie home. He got a nice fresh bath and he was all fluffy, and he didn't get too disturbed about me leaving, which made me feel better. I did cry a little bit, but that's me. So I want to go over some things with you. I have a lot of things I cut when I got home, and the colors are burgundy that I'm going to be working with. This, not burgundy, like a plum. Some burgundies, yes, burgundy, plum, oranges. I got these cool looking big berries and feathers, but I love these burgundy leaves. They're like a plum color. I love them. And then I ran into a little problem as usual. Oh my God, what ribbon am I going to use? I have a couple that I want to show you guys. I need your help. So when I get to that point, I'll show you what I have. But I found this pumpkin that I had and never used. And it had this on here, these berries, and this white flower on top. Well, it isn't going to work, but I want to use the pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is put some of the burgundy leaves on here. Instead, I'm going to glue them on. I may even put some of the teal and like with some of my acrylic paint and like smooth it on around the edges, and like have something like this on top so that it's picking up the burgundies and the plums colors. And I'm even going to use a little surprise pine cones I've been waiting to use for this wreath. They're so cute. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I'm praying I don't get any calls. So I'm going to work on this first and pick out, put the leaves on. I don't know about the color. It's a shiny plastic, so I don't know if that'll work. If not, I can use the white. And I'll be back. So we're going to do this wreath. And, you know, I'm on pause me because we're going to have to stop and start. And I want to show you, I got some amazing wire cutters. These babies, no problem. So now I won't pinch my hand or cut myself, or the blade goes flying in the air. So this is a good thing. So I'll be back when I get this pumpkin ready. Okay, I'm over here and I tried to paint the pumpkin. Ooh. And it's not really the blue I'm looking for. I was looking for, this is what I wanted to surprise you with. These beautiful, it's almost like, I don't know, a teal, a navy, and I've been waiting to put these on to a wreath. See, there, you can see it right there. And unfortunately, this happened. And yeah, I could paint the whole thing, but as soon as I saw the color, I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So we're going to work with what we have. I have a lot of things cut. I'm going to stick with the plum colors and like these colors and just see how it works out. Okay, like I always tell you, try, especially when you're doing a video, but even if you're not doing a video, try to make sure you have all your supplies. For this, I have at least 4 glue sticks out. I have plenty more, but I have them out in front of me. I cut up all our leaves to the left. My berries, your scissors, your glue gun. This glue gun's not. Hold on. Your fan. You would think, like, the heat is on in the building all over, and you would think that I'd be cool because it's like, I think 40 some degrees out. The heat still comes in, and I'm forever warm because of the chemo. Said it 100,000 times. So I'm going to put it down, and every now and then I'm going to stop so that I don't waste a lot of time. Okay, so I'm going down. I am going to use this twig wreath because it's a little bigger and easier to work with. Twig wreaths are more expensive, but this one, which I was really disappointed, I spent regular price for it, and I noticed it has, I washed it twice, and it has all these leaves in it, dead leaves. So they must have AC Moore refurbished it, and I'm furious because I paid good money for it, but we're going to go for it. Okay, so I'm going to be decorating. You know, when I do that, I won't be talking very much. So here we go. Yay. It's going that way. Let's see. Go all the way around. Okay. You try to go in one direction, ladies and gentlemen, because it always seems to look better on a twig wreath. So our primary color is the burgundy. Okay, so as you see, I am taking the pieces of the plum looking leaves and I am gluing them into one direction. I decided to go in this direction and I'm going to follow it around and I'm kind of going side to side. So right now I'm taking sections like this big. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 leaves and going into That's the first thing we're going to do. Go into the twig wreath, and then after we're done that, we're going to come back and start adding more layers. I'll be back. Hi, I'm just stopping back to show you where I'm at. I am just continuously adding the plum leaves. I call them plum because that's the color I see. And let's see, all the way around. I started here. I don't know why I do that, but this is going to be the top of the wreath, and I'm going in one direction all the way around to around here to the top part, and then we will decide what to do and what about a ribbon. So after I get done filling in, I have to cut a little more plum leaf. We're going to start adding our smaller, like the little blue pine cones. We're going to start adding them. I wished I had bought more, but they're so expensive. And our little berries. So I'll see you in a bit. I just want to save time. So we are gluing, sticking it into the wreath. This is the easiest wreath to work with and the most expensive wreath to purchase, but I'll be back. Okay, we are at the part where I'm going to add the second type of layers on the wreath. Now, I'm going to start layering in the berries. This top part of the wreath, I am going to save for some beautiful ribbon, which I don't think I have to show you. You guys already saw it. So we're going to incorporate these berries first because I really want the little pine cones to stand out as a focal point of the wreath, because then we have to decide what color ribbon we're going to use. And I'm looking around. I bought out about 4 or 5 that I think maybe 2 would work. But anyway, I'm going to start, and I wanted to show you something. This was a piece of a pick that I had left. And do you see the flower on the end? It has a little bit of blue tint. I never threw it away. I told you I don't throw things away. I'm going to put this in right in here in the bottom to pick up more of that beautiful blue. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am going to start cutting my picks apart and adding them where I see fit, incorporate them into the leaves. So I'll do a few of them with you and then some off camera to save time, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm cutting the little berries. Leave a little end so you can kind of jam them into the wreath itself. Okay, I have a, what do you call it, a pad down in here so that it doesn't ruin my table. Not that it's an expensive table, but I still want to keep it nice. My friend gave it to me. Okay, this one just peeled apart. So I'm going to stick them in whatever area. You just stick it where you think it'll have some viewership, so to speak. Okay? So I'm going to just go in between the leaves. And if you ever feel like they may come out, some of the picks, then use your floral wire and wire them in. In fact, this is giving me a hard time. It should stay, but sometimes I'll take some of the floral wire and I'll wire it in. Let me get it closer to the wreath. I'll wire it into the wreath to make sure it's secure so it doesn't come out. I don't care where you buy a wreath. I don't care how much you spend. You will have pieces that will come out. That's just the way it is. And I don't think people really complain about that. And today, let me tell you, when I came home from, I was leaving to take the dog back, rather. I ran into my customer that I had made her a fall wreath, that beautiful fall wreath. She's a very nice person. And she said, "Cheryl, can I talk to you?" And I'm like, "Sure." Oh boy. And she said, I was picking it up and I felt a stick, like a pinprick. So I said, "Let me see it." I'm incorporating them all the way around into the leaves. I'll show you. Okay, you just stick them in there good with glue. So I said to her, well, sure, let me see it. And I went to her apartment. These are coming right apart, so this is good. And she showed me how there was a pin. I used a pearl pin, which are really pretty, to stick into the foam wreath. Let me talk to you while I'm doing this. And it evidently popped through. And I'm really good at checking for stuff like that, you know. And so I said to her, no problem, let me have it. Thank you so much for telling me. And I cut it off with, remember I told you I gotta have good wire cutters? Well, I had the wire cutters today, but I didn't have them when I made that. And I tried to make sure everything was cut down, and it wasn't. So if you're selling your wreaths, be certain you have really good wire cutters, because this is no joke. She could have been like really mad and said, hey, I want my money back. But she didn't. She said, I love the wreath. And, I just wanted to tell you. And I said, oh my God, yeah, of course you tell me. So I'm incorporating the beads. I'm glad she told me, and I'm glad she didn't say, give me my money back. Oh, I was so freaked out by that. All right, now here's some plum and orange. I'm just going all the way around and sticking them in the wreath. I'll tell you, these, I wish I could just make all my wreaths like this. My favorites are burlap, even though they're extremely time-consuming and hard. And these are so great to work with. I really wish all my wreaths were like this. Okay, so I'm going to put one more in and then go off camera so I don't use up our time. And I'll just show you. I'm going to stick it in. Leave a little bit of length on your pick so that it can go into that. So you can jab it in there really good, and it has some length to it. All right, let me see where I can put this. You want to get a couple on the side too, folks, because you don't want it to be empty on the sides of the wreath. And then when I'm done, everything's in, I always check it real carefully to make sure everything is tight. There's nothing, no pins sticking out. I clip down the edges. That's very important. So once I get all the berries in that I want, I will be back. Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to give you the update on where we're at. So the second, after I added all the plum leaves, I showed you how I did that, glued them all in one direction. Then I added our berries, our beautiful orange, plum, and burgundy berries. I was really surprised. This is a bigger wreath. It took a lot of those leaves, and that bunch of leaves alone cost me $10. So anyway, that's that. But anyway, it's worth it because it's turning out beautiful. I had to have it. So this is where we're at. The colors are so beautiful. When it's done, I'm going to take you in my kitchen with a good light. And right now, I'm going to add the last thing we're doing before we get to the ribbon, which I think I may have an answer, is these little pine cones are going on. I am just going to put them on spots where, like around the leaves, I'm going to glue them on and hope they stay. Like in here, I'll show you, I'm sorry. Here I am talking my way. I'm going to try to glue them on the leaves where you can see them. These leaves are so big, it will be hard, but I want them to be seen. So I'm just going to hot glue them in certain areas. I have a bunch of them. And then after that, we're going to choose a ribbon. And so I will be back. I don't think you need to see me. I'll do one, okay? Because I already know where I want one to go, right here. Right here. Let me get you in right in here. Let me pick this up. I want it to go right in here. So I'm going to glue that one on, and then I think, oh, I'm sorry. You guys will be okay to figure out what I'm doing for the rest. All right, so where did I say I was going to glue that? Now I lost my train. Oh, okay, right here. I'm going to glue it right there. Okay, so I'll glue one on so you can see. just kind of make it so that hopefully, maybe not all of them, but people, they can see the pretty little navy blue pine cones. To me, it's like a navy blue, teal, I don't know. So some of them are doubles. I left them two together so that it would show more on the wreath. And so I'll be back. I'm going to put them on, and then we got to pick out a ribbon. Hi everyone, we're already at 20 minutes. That's why I always cut these as short as I can. And I wanted to show you, I hope these don't fall off. I just glued on the beautiful little navy blue, gorgeous blue, little baby pine cones that I've been waiting to use. I saw them and I had to have them. They were like $2.99 and I got like 40% off, and oh, did they make this wreath. So yeah, I'm probably losing money on this wreath, but I hope I gain business. You know, I really do. Let me cut some of these twigs off. So I really think they're adorable, and now we're at the point where I want to, this is the top. This is the top. I'm trying to see if you guys can see. Okay, I put some little red berries, some feathers, a little white here and a little white here to pull from both sides. I used a lot of couple berries that I had in my stash that I never threw away. One thing about doing these wreaths, boy, are they messy. So it's gorgeous, and this is where the bow will go, kind of off center, a little off center, because I always like to do something a little different. So look at those little pine cones. Are they gorgeous? I probably sound like an idiot. I'm sorry. I get so psyched with my wreaths. Anyway, this is probably one of the most beautiful fall wreaths I've done, and I'm really thrilled with it. Now, choices of ribbon, because I don't want to be on here forever. I'm keeping one little pine cone for a reason. I hope a reason. Okay, so I thought this brown, which is no. And then I had this purple, no, too spring looking. And then I thought about the pink to pick up the plum, no. And it looks like we're down to 1, 2. Well, I have buffalo check, but that's not going to work. So we have one left that I bought last year. So don't ask me what I paid for it. The price is not on here. But I know I got it in Walmart. And it's navy blue. So this will definitely pull the color from the little teeny tiny pine cones. They are identical. 23 minutes. Oh, I hate going this far. Look at this. I'm trying to show you. Almost identical. So this is it. And let me tell you, it is a fall wreath. It's a burlap wired wreath. So you know me, I'm going off camera and I'm going to make the bow, but I promise you I will be back. I'm not going to strand you because you stuck with me this far. So I'm going to make the ribbon and I'm going to come back and I'm going to put it on, and I'm hoping I can use that little teeny, little pine cone somewhere near that ribbon to put, so that people, in case they don't see it, they'll see it. I hope you like this wreath. I really love it. I love the burgundies, and I love the plum, and I love the navy blue, and I had all these ribbons and nothing to choose from, but thank God I found this in my stash. I really have to be wiser with my ribbon selection. I should have thought of that when I was putting this together. I should have got a burgundy or something. But the navy blue will be great because of the navy blue little pine cone. So I'll be back. We're at 24 minutes. Hi everyone, I'm back and we're at 24 minutes. Okay, I completed the wreath. It is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Maybe not yours, but in my opinion. I want to show it to you in the kitchen light so you can appreciate it and tell you some things I did for hanging. I made one boo-boo with the ribbon, but I'll show you. Okay, let me turn this around. Okay, I'm going to take it into the kitchen because the kitchen light is like great. It's really horrible, but it's great. Okay, I have my glasses on. Let me take it all the way around. Do you see the pretty blue pine cones? And I put a pine cone right up there by the ribbon. And with the ribbon, I love it. I love it on here. Actually, I don't know what I paid for that ribbon, but there wasn't much on there. I mean, brand new. I made a little snip up there and tied it so she could hang it up. The only thing I did was when I made the ribbon, I don't know why, I have 4 loops here and 3 loops there, but I don't think she'll notice, I hope. And so there's our little pine cones. And so what I have to do is pull off the, you know, the strings of glue. And let me bring it out here. I'm gonna hang it up for you, hold on. Move the Christmas wreath. I am tired, folks, but I did it. And I want your opinion on something. Okay, I'll put the whole light on so you can see. Okay, so here it is hanging up. Oh gosh, I love the blue. I mean, burgundy would have worked. The plum color, not like would have worked. But this navy sets off this blue. The little blue pine cones. It just makes them pop right out of the wreath. I'm thrilled with it. I love the plum little berries. Let me see if I can get more light. I hate the light in here. It's horrible. All right, wait a minute. Sorry. Oh, God. Every light's on. I can't even get you more light. So, that's it. Now, here's what I want to ask you. So, if you remember, let me bring you over here. Hold on. If you remember, Rosemary from Rosemary's You Rock Art sent me all these beautiful crafts things. She sent me butterflies of all colors. She sent me 3 birds. I've already used the cardinal on the Christmas wreath. So I just happened to be looking for something to put on this wreath, and I saw this little bird that Rosemary sent me. You can't tell on here, but it's like a plum color, purplish, with white. And I'm debating if I should put that on the wreath. My heart says do it. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. It'll be really easy to glue on there. But my heart is saying yes. Or do you think it's too much? I'm looking at it, and I absolutely love that navy with that blue. I mean, that plum color. It's just amazing. So anyway, I just want to let you know that Rosemary's You Rock Art won the $15 Starbucks gift card. I pull them out of that can. I don't change anything around. I try to put every single subscriber's name in that can, even if I call them and they win, I put them back in. So you have a chance to win again, or why bother watching my videos? Although I hope you watch them for other reasons. But, so I want you to know that it's just happenstance, and I'm happy for her, and it's already in the mail. I'm sure that she is visually impaired, so I don't know if she saw my video, but I'm sure she knows by now that she won. I am going to do way more giveaways. I just, I have to do it when I can, and I know you know what I mean by that. So, because I love it, and there's one coming up November 13th. If you want to know what it is, you got to go back and figure out what it is. And I'm going to call it out November 13th. So there's that. So I'm pleased with the bird. I love it. I think it'll go beautiful on that wreath, but I still want to know in your comments what you think. I had a great time doing this with you. I'm almost at 30 minutes. I hope you guys don't shut me off, and that's why I cut it. I cut it, do work, and the reason it takes me so long to put the videos up is I have to make the video, and then I transfer it to make sure everything's fine and edit it. and then I get it on YouTube, which takes forever. I don't know if you guys have a hard time, but it takes me forever to download a video on YouTube. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm very happy because I have my Charlie back. He's not here tonight, but he will be back. My daughter finally caved. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jesus. And so I'm really happy. I hope I'm not getting sick again, but it's possible. Anyway, take care and thank you so much. And please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to like this video because that wreath is one of my best works besides Charlie's picture and the red truck. Okay, thank you very much. God bless and take care.